idea why so many people are ringing my doorbell. It's obviously for random things only. It was raining here for about 4 days, continuously non-stop. So I was feeling bad for the street animals, but then I saw some of them are literally enjoying the rain. And yesterday I had gone for a protest, which was for the street animals and also wild animals that are being killed in Kerala. There's a state in India called Kerala. It has got 100% literacy rate, but I think this state is really weird in terms of what they do to animals, and I have not seen activists or even people in Kerala standing up for it. Like, any city you go to, any place you go to in the world, there's always a certain group of people which is creating the problems, and then there's a group of people which is on the other side, they're helping people out. But there in Kerala, I don't see, I've not yet come across any article or any videos or anything which is done by the activists present in Kerala. So I had gone for that protest yesterday, and I have also shared one of the snippet from it. I will share more content very soon. Now, you need to understand, when we talk about illusion and love, there's one very important thing which helps in the Kundalini rising and awakening. Those who are joining gradually, they can listen to it later on once the live channeling and chat is over. Now, unconditional love is something which is like a 360-degree thing. Love is not something which is divided into sections and categories. Okay, in this area I understand love, but in this area I don't, so it's okay. When you ascend more and more, higher and higher, you will realize, hi Khalid, you will realize that you will start getting some understanding about all departments of life. It is insane and it's very beautiful. When you start loving the animals, you will start loving the plants. When you start loving plants and animals, suddenly you will be very aware about the environment. And you will also start thinking in your mind, and trust me, it is very natural to think like this. You will not want a partner, a life partner who's not on the same page with you. That's why people in Ascension, you'll see a lot of people in Ascension, they are hanging out all by themselves with their friends, chilling out, doing their own thing, fulfilling mission, doing project work. Why? They are experiencing union. Most of you can't see it because we don't get to understand things that we don't physically perceive sometimes. It takes time to reach there, but you'll reach there. And it's all happening because of the grace of God and because of your masters and spirit guides. So the best way to ascend is to ask them to help you. People like us, we are just mediums. We are just like you all. But we also, when we got sick of the suffering, when I got sick of the misery, the suffering, the three-dimensional reality, the people, illusionary lifestyles, and thinking others are in some illusion, others are delusional. Most people are delusional, but they think others are delusional. When I used to see this, I used to really pray to God. I used to really ask them to help me, and I realized that they started helping me. I was very young. I feel like, why did I even say that thing to God? I was very young and I prayed to God to help me understand what soulmate is. What soulmate is, what love is. I wanted to know. Because as a child, I was very confused what love is. I really did not understand what love is. What does it mean? There's a very funny saying in Hindi, प्यार किस चिड़िया का नाम है? It means that which bird is called love. It's a sarcastic way of saying, प्यार किस चिड़िया का नाम है? चिड़िया means bird in Hindi. So I was like that child who used to think कि प्यार किस चिड़िया का नाम है? कौन सी चिड़िया है जिसका नाम प्यार है, या कौन सी चीज है जिसका नाम प्यार है? And why is the whole world, every movie, because back in those days, when we were young, this world was like even more programmed. Nowadays it's much better. Nowadays, the illusion is lesser, it's getting lesser, but all Bollywood movies, all Hollywood movies were only about romance, love, boy meet girls, boy meet girls, not girls, girl meet boys, boy, girl meet boy, and there is a villain, there's some problem, they have to fight against the problem, and once the problem is solved, they say happy ending. And now when I grow up, I think, is that the ending or is that the beginning? I prayed for my soulmate to come to me when I wasn't even ready. Lol. See? So, as a child, I used to watch all these movies which were only about romance. And in the outside world, there was no romance. Because I remember one of my, I won't take the names, but there was a girl, she was a teenager. She used to come to our house to work. And there was some, cousin's brother, somebody, who had come over to our house. My house was more like like a guest house for people. My mother was always like, there were always guests in my house. So many people used to come to my house. It was insane sometimes, and it was a small house at that time. So all these relatives used to come and stay over, and we children, we used to have a lot of fun whenever there was some love angle happening. Okay. So these two, this cousin's friend, and imagine such a long connection, far off connection, and this girl who used to come to our house, they have now, there's a love affair going on. It's a secret love affair which they think nobody knows, but the whole world knew about it. Okay. I saw them once, on the bicycle. So I was also, as a child, I used to cycle a lot. Still cycle a lot, love cycling. Not a lot, but yeah, whatever I can manage. So I saw them. I'm always the one to see these things since childhood. Maybe this is the reason why today I'm teaching people about love, because in childhood only my research work was going on. So I saw these lovebirds on the cycle, and he was cycling, and there's a rod in the middle. So this girl was sitting on the rod. Everything was okay, that they were happy, they were smiling, and they thought nobody's seen them cycling, everywhere. But the children, I saw them. Okay, so I was this love coach even at that time. I used to match make, coach people on love. I think a lot of you are like that. I have a very strong feeling this community is full of these type of people. So, and it's good to look at the humor side, it will make you very happy. All I was thinking about was not the romance, not the smiles, not the affair. I was thinking as a child, how is she able to sit on that rod? On that rod, on the bicycle, there's this thin rod, the metal rod. How is she able to, adjust her ass on it and look so happy at the same time? Because the roads are not that great, there are bumps on the road. So definitely love is something that makes people stupid, or they don't feel any pain, so you're sitting on that thin rod and both are cycling, happily talking. And I would not sit on that rod, even as a child, I would not. I would rather sit on the seat of my bicycle. Even on the back side, there is one, what you call it, carrier, right? Where you can put the books and all that. Even on that, I used to find it uncomfortable to sit. So I used to put some towel or some, something soft over there, and then I would sit. But this girl, these two people were so happy and so enjoying, not feeling that rod between their asses. Especially for the girl, I was thinking, because she was the one sitting there. I thought the boy should sit there and she should ride the bicycle. Then he would know. Nevertheless, time passed by. Now this boy also, I'm noticing, he's living in our house. He's a guest in our house. Okay, and he has no clue. Like, he's not even thinking that he's a guest in our house. He's come through another person. He's a +1 with another relative. And he's chilling in the house, going after this girl, singing songs, flirting, all of that is going on, okay? The children can see it, but they think that nobody knows. At the end, what happened to the relationship? It got over. And I remember I was seeing her notebook, and she had made a heart, and there was a big heart, and on one side it was her name, on one side it was the other guy's name. The guy's name, not the other guy. So I was like, maybe when people fall in love, they make this heart, and then they write their names around it. Maybe that's what love is. Then every time I used to go to the park, I would see in some park, some tree, someone has made so much effort that they've literally, like an artist, like a sculpture, they've made that, carving, which has a heart and the name of the girl. Even till that time, it was fine. But then in the public toilets also, I saw that, there's a heart, there's a phone number also. Some people would drop down numbers also. So I was like, dude, this is the craziest thing people do. They've put a heart in the public garden, okay, it's fine. In the notebook, it's fine. But they've not even left the public toilets. What is this happening? Is this love or is this stupidity? So you got to observe these things also as a child. So yes, coming to the point, it's all illusion. Okay, it's all illusion. Everything is illusion, today's theme, and we need to step out of this illusion so that we don't act stupid like the whole world is acting stupid. I still remember someone had given me some teddy bear, okay, and I really did not like that guy, to be honest. I was like, he's so annoying. But the teddy bear was so nice that I kept the teddy bear. I was like, okay, the teddy bear is cute. I don't like him. I'll keep the teddy bear. And it was a dog, okay? So I love dogs. Since childhood, I love dogs. So I kept that. And now I didn't want to talk to him because there was no love. It was just that, teddy bear. At a young age, you like all these things. So I was like, now I need to talk to him also because of this teddy bear. So I told him one day, I said to him that, listen, I don't like you that much. I like the teddy bear. So I kept it. Now what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So he's like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I'm sorry. You got to be a little bold also sometimes, So what is love? That is the question that has become a mystery for many people. In simple words, love is commitment and love is being happy with everything. Love is just to watch this tamasha. Tamasha means the show. There's a show. You got to just watch it like a show. Okay? Sometimes you are tested. Like there is a situation, you're tested. God wants to test you. How real are you? How nice are you? How pure are you? They'll put you in a situation. They want to see your response. You got to give the correct response at that time. You are walking on the street and you say everything is a show. That doesn't work also. So how to know when it's a show and when it's not a show? That you will only find out when you have done real hardcore inner work. And inner work becomes very enjoyable after you surrender. Till the time you have not surrendered, inner work will be a little difficult, because see, as it is, you are struggling so much. As it is, a lot of people are struggling in their relationships purely because someone came up to them, someone handsome, someone beautiful, walked up to them, said something nice, a few nice lines, a few compliments here and there, and that's it. Relationship has started. We are in love. And eventually, there is lust also waiting at the door. Hey, I'm also here. Once the lust is over, the phase of lust is over, love is over. Okay? So when someone wants to stay with you, you can't understand it just by their words. I know there's a very beautiful statement called actions speak louder than words. So if someone tells you, I'm here to be with you, not only here on this planet, but even after death. Some people are so romantic, they're so poetic, they're so good with these words. Their parents have taught them so well. Their parents may not have taught them about exercise, yoga, eating well, being a good person, but they've definitely given them training on how to trap men and women, because these things are also taught to people in childhood, that oh, you got to get a rich husband or a rich wife or a this wife or a that wife. So they are really good with it. Until the time they don't find that type of a husband or a wife who matches with their expectation, they will date many people. They will go out with many people. They will tell every single person that I love you, and it will not work out. One of them is the fool and one of them is the clever one, obviously. So if someone tells you that I will live with you forever, I will live with you for the rest of my life, through thick and through thin, how will you believe them until and unless you don't spend some time with them? That's my question. So if someone tells you I love you, then you give them time. You tell them, okay, I want to see you, I want to test you out. Let's just be friends for 2-3 years. And then you also need to have some control on yourself. And then you also need to be a truthful person. If you meet someone very nice, you like that person, but everybody is nice in the first 2-3 meetings. Who shows their psycho side in the first 2-3 meetings? If they'll tell you what a big psycho they are in the first meeting, will you even see their face again? No. And who is not a psycho, tell me? I see psychos everywhere, right? So you need to fall in love with the right type of psycho, the psycho who has equal amount of psychoness that you have. The madness has to be a match, and for that you need to know people for a certain period of time. I tell people, even if you want to make friends, even if you want to be friends with someone, you should know that person for at least 2-3 years. 2-3 years is minimum, because in 2-3 years you will have fights, you will have arguments, you will have debates. One day you both are like very happy, singing, dancing, going to the club, doing parties, shopping is very nice. But if you are in some horrible situation, by, God forbid you don't get into it, but for a lesson, say you have to get into it, to learn a lesson you have to get into it, and you both have different opinion, that's it, friendship is over. Now you will block each other, you will look at each other, you will gossip about each other. Oh, this person, this girl, this guy, very stupid, very irritating, very annoying. So, test of time is very important, my friends. We beat a relationship, beat friendship. And friendship is the base of any relationship. If you're not friends with someone, you can't have a relationship with them, because how much lust you will explore. After some time, even you will get bored, even that person will get bored. There is a certain number. Some people are very horny, they don't get bored that easily. In fact, they keep people on the side, okay, one for this weekend, one for that weekend. Weekend Oyo room booking has to go on, or in your country, I'm sure it's Airbnb or something, or maybe it's a friend's house, or it's your own apartment, whatever it is. There are some people who are religiously doing this. Yes, you need to recognize the narcissistic traits in people. You need to see if I am being used by this person, or if I am only using this person. Sometimes we also don't like a person that much, but we don't show it to them. See, it's very easy to point fingers at others, but then 3 or 4 more fingers will be, 3 fingers will at least, if not this one, this is going somewhere else, even at least these 3 are pointing towards you. So we need to also check on ourselves, like, are we also flirtatious? It's okay to be flirtatious, but be honest. I'm telling you, be honest. If you cannot commit to someone, tell that person, I cannot commit to you. I really like you, I enjoy hanging out with you, but I gotta be truthful. I don't know what will happen to me tomorrow. How will I commit for 10 years? That has been my problem also. I don't know what's happening in 6 months. How can I mean, imagine, with all the intuition power, with all the gifts, with all the psychic abilities, all given by master, source, and nobody else can take credit for it. They are the ones who have done it. Trust me, trying to understand all of this love, I have been through many dark nights, okay? Because we all are runners and chasers. In some relationships, we are the runner. In some relationships, we are the chasers. It's not a big deal, So when we are going through this process of finding true love, we go through the dark nights, and when we go through the dark nights, it is so horrible that one thought is stuck in your head. It's not leaving you. Who is going to help you at that time? If not the masters, the spirit guides, and source. If not Ram and Sita, then who will help you? Then who will help you? Nobody can help you. Don't think other people can help you. If other people help you, then they are also able to help you because of the gifts and the powers that they have given to these people. There is no other way. So we cannot take credit for anything. And you cannot tell me, all of you, anyone who comes to me for reading or for any session, you can't expect me, my dears, my lovies, you cannot expect me, or even from yourself, that in 3 months you will have your union. In 4 months you will have union. In 2 weeks everything will be fine. No. This journey requires time, patience, effort, dedication, and devotion. If you have time, patience, dedication, and devotion, then only please do this journey, otherwise not. And why I talk about Ram, why I keep saying Ram, 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 whether it's my personal session, I tell people that I'm giving you a medicine today. You take this medicine, everything will be okay. You will tolerate everything. I'll tell you why. Because if someone tells you that after doing a course from me, after getting therapy from me, or after working with me, there's so many coaches, no, there's not just one nowadays. So many of them are wanting to be coaches, but very few are genuine twin flame coaches, because twin flame itself is very niche. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, बोलो हनुमान की जय. Why? I'm wearing this hoodie. I'm not even, tilak is not there. I'm not acting like somebody who's, talking in Sanskrit or shlokas. No, none of that. I'm a very regular person, just like you. Very regular person. Girl next door kind of a person. And on some occasions, when I dress up, then I'm not the girl next door. But you can see me. Either I'm, there was this very nice meme. Either I'm looking amazing or I'm looking like a homeless person most of the times. So, my friends, all of us are like that. All of us. Where is this confidence coming from? It's coming from the chanting of Ram Nam. If you think about Ram every day, you think about Sita, you think about this Ramayan, you listen to Ramayan, you're fond of Ramayan, you will start experiencing something else on this planet. So number one is time and dedication is very, very important. Number two, we need to always remember that the energy and the power is coming from there to us. We are very blessed and we are very lucky that we are chosen for this. You don't have to change your job. You don't have to become a monk. You have to continue being a householder. You can do whatever you want to do. You can wear whatever clothes you want to wear. But if you start chanting Ram Nam, everything else will fall into place, because this is where you get confidence from. This sound increases your confidence. And a lot of people on this journey, what is their biggest problem? Lack of confidence, lack of belief, lack of faith in themselves, and the fear that how will I survive alone? How will I survive alone? This is their biggest fear. So you also need to be honest with other people. If you're dating them, if you're going out with them, you need to be honest that, listen, I am not going to commit that easily. I will take some time. I want to know you. And I'm not saying that, okay, this is a fixed, it's sealed in the stone. And if someone else is also doing that to you, appreciate their honesty. But if they're treating you like a doormat, then you can always step out. If they say, okay, I just want to be friends with benefits with you, because this case is also coming a lot. They want to be friends with benefits with you. So you tell them, if you like them, okay, you be with them. But if you feel that the way they are treating you, because I understand this friends with benefits is purely sexual and lust. It doesn't feel nice. I'm sure it doesn't feel nice. But it maybe for some people it's easier and, no hassle. If you feel that this person is only looking at you like a piece of meat, then you can say goodbye to them. And they cannot, question you, because they themselves have already said it. That I cannot do this or I cannot do that. So the honesty is a good thing. And this type of honesty, if after 2 years also they call you with the same proposal of lust and they are horny and they don't have any other option, you can give it back to them. You can tell them to FO. That, look, after 2 years also you're calling me for the same reason. Then please get lost. Okay? And with time you will change. So many people, so many friends of mine. I have this friend of mine. I would really like to talk about this friend today. If he watches the video, then he'll be very happy. I know him for like a long time. We met when we were literally very young, and we both used to party a lot. We used to drink beer. We used to eat non-veg food. And we were both like the chilled out people. We always had good crowd around us. He was also like that. And I remember seeing him sitting with a lot of girls most of the times. So, and yeah, I also had a lot of friends. So we both became very good friends, and we've still remained very good friends. But he also started chanting, and he also started, questioning, and he's also a projector. We checked the human design. I checked it for him. He's a 2.5 and I'm a 5.2. So that's why we have a lot of similarities. Like, we are good friends. And crazily, this guy also started feeding animals. He started feeding monkeys. He started feeding the birds in the forest. There's a forest near his house. And I've also been feeding the animals. So both of us, we stopped eating non-veg on our own organically. Organically. Can you believe it? Organically, we stopped eating non-veg. Organically, we started chanting. Organically, we started doing, like, we both can talk about gods and goddesses non-stop. We both can, literally. There are other men and women, if they would look at us talking on the phone or just chilling, they will think that we must be doing some romantic stuff only. But no, we are talking about gods and goddesses, animals, fitness, food, all these things, okay? He also went through a financial crisis. I also went through a financial crisis. And there is obviously some difference, it can't be very similar. But there are certain things when I looked at him, when I think about him, or when we talk, this gradual change that came in both of us, it has not happened with other friends. There are so many other friends and relatives, they are still the same. But whenever we talk, we question this. It has organically happened. We didn't make any efforts like, okay, we need to quit the meat or we need to, stop going for parties. For me, I always had a problem with alcohol. Ever since the first time only my friends forced me to drink alcohol, they were playing a game of truth and dare. I lost, so I had to drink. They gave me this much vodka. Can you believe it? This much vodka to a little girl. I was still so young. And when I took the shot, I had no idea what alcohol would do to me. My food pipe burned. I felt this heat going through my neck. And after that, I was the craziest person, okay? I was abusing everybody. I was abusing the ladies in the building. I was shouting from the balcony. I was throwing up everywhere. Oh my God. The first time, it was the craziest time. And I remember there was a guy, he had a big crush on me. Can you believe he was helping me puke? He must have met me with so many expectations that today I will talk to this girl, we'll have a romantic talk. But all I was doing was throwing up. So he was helping me. Okay, nice, more. In the commode. So, yes, I've had so many adventures. So for me, alcohol was always a problem. First time only I knew. But you have to fit in with other people. You have to go out to the clubs and you have to go out with the parties. I trained my mind. I programmed my mind somehow that nothing will happen to you. No matter how much you drink, you will still be standing strong and tall. And I don't know how I did it, but I did hypnotize myself and became a competition for many people. But after some time, I was like, no, I can't drink. It's so difficult for me to drink. So I moved to beer. Then I was like, I can't have strong beer. Sorry, I can have only light beer. Then I remember there was this drink called Breezer. Today, guys, I'm on a roll. I think I'm going to share all these crazy stories with you so that you know that we are all the same. We are all the same. It's just that I chose the path of Naam Simran and I started chanting and I started meditating, and it's definitely the grace of God. And I started writing. I was channeling. I recognized that, there's a sixth sense. There are psychic abilities. I performed exorcisms. Can you believe it? A girl like me, I have performed exorcisms on people. They were possessed by ghosts. And I had no option but to perform the exorcism. I was the exorcist in those situations. And I was living in haunted houses. I was doing all sort of crazy things. If I start writing a book, I'll probably write 5-7 volumes or 10 volumes maybe. My life, my crazy life, my adventurous life. But it all makes sense because I had met my master in childhood and my master had initiated me. I was initiated by them and they gave me the Ram Naam, and that's it. Then, yes, it took a while, but in my early 20s, I think I started changing. I started shifting. I chose the better side. I chose more peace. And this was also a time when my psychic abilities were very strong. I would see the visions and after 10 days they would come true. I would see people in dreams that I would not even know like who these people are. After 1 week, they would be standing in front of me, talking to me, hanging out with me. And I started seeing some other beings also. I could sense that someone is devilish, someone is demonic, someone is angelic, someone is very human. And I started loving the animals. Like something happened, and how can you eat meat when you love the animals? Tell me. So God sent animals in my life at the perfect time. They sent the job and even the bad relationships at the perfect time. Had I not met those people, today I don't even want to call them bad or good because they helped me the most. And with few of them, I even have harmony. We talk, we still talk, we meet. Can you believe someone blast from your past? You're meeting that person after 10 years. You're hanging out. You're on a date with the same person. You're talking about your love life. You're talking about, you know, their broken love life. Now you're talking to them as a healer and a counselor. You're telling them that, look, you can be happy. And they are like thinking, what is she doing? Why is she telling me all this? I want to know something else. So harmony can happen, union can happen, joy can happen. But the main point that I want to tell you today, when you understand love, you start understanding love, it's very, very, very important for you to always remember and realize it's not a fashion. Love is not a fashion. Love is not a trend. It never wears off from you. Once love has started falling on you like a rain, it gets into your pores, in your skin, it will not leave you. It will never leave you. That's the beauty of love. You will enjoy your life, but problems will come. This is the point you need to remember. Challenges will come, problems will come, bad situations will still come, bad people will come, everything will happen. But you will get a superpower, you will get some knowledge, or you will get some gifts, you will get the capability and the ability to handle those problems with a smile on your face. This is the magic of love. True love, unconditional love. When you understand true love. So when I talk to this friend of mine, we discuss it, that how organically we both changed, no? We both came on the other side. We started feeding animals, we started loving animals, we stopped eating meat, we stopped drinking, we stopped partying, we stopped doing all the things, we started chanting. How it happened? It just happened like that. How? And now we talk about the things that I don't think I can talk with other people. It's not like I talk to them every day. There are some friends, some men and women, I continue talking to them on a daily basis, on a very regular basis. Now, all this will happen when they pass the test of time. Do you think I have not fought with all these people? Do you think I have not argued with all these people? Do you think I don't vanish on them? Do you think only they vanish on me? We all do it. But you will stick with each other. You will be there for each other over a phone call or in person. If there's a problem, these people will be there for you and you will be there for them. And you cannot figure this out in just 5 months, 6 months, 7 dates, 6 dates, 3 dates, 2 dates. No. You need to know people. Love can only be measured and tested over a period of time. This is the thing you need to remember. And when you surrender to source, challenges will still continue in your life, but you'll be more powerful. You'll gain more strength to deal with them. You'll have a sense of humor. If I start telling you my sob stories and my miseries, my sufferings and my negative experiences, even that I can write books on it. But what's the point? What's the point? And don't think, someone like me does not get angry. Oh, I get angry all the time. But now you know that you're not getting angry for your personal situation. You're getting angry for a cause, you're getting angry for another person, you're getting angry for an animal, you're getting angry for the environment, you're getting angry for the right reasons. And only then you will change, even in relationships. If you're not getting angry, you will not change yourself and you will not change that person. Actually, you change yourself, then only the narcissist will change. But who is not a narcissist? Everybody is a narcissist. I'm telling you, so many people who used to make fun of me, now they want to be like me. There was a person who's got like thousands of crore rupees. Very rich person, okay? This person met me once and was giving me some offer, some business offer, job offer sort of a thing. And I was like, I can't take it. Said, why? So much money you'll make? I said, no, if I make so much money, I will not be getting freedom. You'll take my freedom away. Right now I'm a free person. I'm not making thousands and hundreds and hundreds of crores like you, but I'm very rich. I'm super rich. I feel very rich. I feel like a billionaire. I don't have a penny, but I feel like a billionaire. I'm happy. So this person is then telling me, this is really good, yaar. I wish I could feel like this. I wish I could be like this. Why don't you tell me what you do and I will do that? Why don't you tell me what you do, what makes you so happy? I will do that. Now the same person is telling me that I will go with you wherever you want to go, this place, that place. And I was like, I can't afford rich people like you. Somebody who's earning 100 crores, 1000 crores. Sorry, I can't create, all the fancy stuff for you. Hanging out with you is very expensive for me, and my time and my patience and my energy. You want to hang out with me, you have to hang out like all the other people. You have to be happy in whatever we have. I don't have a BMW or a Mercedes. Not right now. Maybe in future, who knows. But right now I don't have it. So I'm sorry, I cannot hang out with people like you. Right? So you're not condescending that person. You're not disgracing that person. You're simply saying that you're amazing, you're wonderful. But I am not the person who can handle this situation. I'm not up to that level of yours. Spiritually, you want to go out with me, you want to backpack with me, you want to stay in my house, you want to help me feed the animals, you want to read some stuff, you want to watch some documentaries, you can do all of that. But still, I need my own space. I need my own space. I don't like people in my space. I don't like people hovering around. And it's crazy, before this session, in the morning, somebody rang my doorbell. One man came outside my house and he's like, I live in the block behind your house and I'm not able to peep into my building to the backyard or something. So can I do it from your backyard, from your house? And I was like, what? I did not think about friendly neighborhood, Spider-Man sort of things. Or I did not think of love thy neighbor at that time. I was like, I don't even know this man. And he wants to enter my house because he wants to peep into his house from my house. That itself is sounding so weird. So I told him, I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you inside my house. You're not with a woman, you're not with a lady, you're a man. You're an old man, okay. But I cannot allow people entering my house. This is my private space. This is my sanctuary. My pet is over here. A street baby is over here. They are sleeping. I don't want to disturb them. And I don't want to disturb myself, You want to peep into your house, go to someone else's house to do it, but I'm sorry, I cannot do it. Stop it, Ashwini. So, now let's get into the interesting part, the readings. We got to think about this illusion. And I wrote down something, okay? I wrote down something. I want to read it out for you all about love. So, what does love mean? Most people actually assume that love is a confession of their feelings. But that's so not true. Love actually means to commit, to stay with the ones who matter to you, through thick and through thin. It's a fashion nowadays to say, I love you, I miss you. But one little conflict, one little argument, something that hurts their ego, they want to leave. They cannot handle it. They cannot hear anything about themselves or against themselves. That's because these people have lack of confidence. Trust me, you can tell me 100 things about me. Even on the comment section, you see so many people write so many things to me, right? They criticize me. I don't care. I tell them that, okay, I'll argue with you, maybe I'll debate with you also if I feel like, if I'm in the mood. But I will not stop doing what I'm doing. Just because you don't like me or you don't understand my world, I'm not going to stop it. You have a problem, don't come to me. Simple. Don't listen to me. If I'm so annoying and irritating, don't listen to me. And even those people, who make content and I have the urge to write to them that, hey, this is damn stupid or unnatural or whatever. So recently I shared a video. This girl on Instagram was feeding her hen. So her hen had laid an egg and she fed the hen with the same egg. And I was watching that video and it was like mind-boggling and it was like a bonker situation for me. I was like, how can you feed the hen the same egg that she has laid? And then she's justifying this with the protein and calcium is getting replaced and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it was WTF moment. So someone else had written a comment that, this is very dark. And I wrote, yeah, it's very unnatural. I just had this strong feeling of writing down that it's very unnatural. It's literally like feeding the humans with their own fetus. So this girl is like, I didn't write all of that. This came later on when the situation became more tense for her. Only thing I had written was, this is unnatural practice and it's not something which should be done, or it doesn't seem to be correct to me. But maybe there were some other people who had been calling her stupid or dumb or whatever, or maybe it was in her own mind. Maybe mentally she thinks that she's very stupid for doing this, but she's not able to deal with it. So, it's energy. Energetically, she got stuck on my comment. Out of all the 100, 200, 300 comments, something happened to her when she saw my name or my comment. She picked up the comment and she made a video where she was making fun of me and she was saying, don't know why people call me stupid, but this is something that I can explain. And these people who call me stupid, they wake up in the morning and have an omelette for breakfast. And I'm a vegetarian. I'm not saying I'm a total vegan, but I don't eat eggs. When I look at eggs, I really think it's a fetus. I feel it energetically. There was a time when I also used to eat eggs every day. I used to make omelette and I used to make scrambled egg. Why will I say to another person that it's not possible, that you are eating something and it's not possible? I used to eat meat, but my energies are very different at that time. So somebody is calling me an omelette eater. She doesn't even know me. That's why I made a video and I put it out on my channel. And then I just blasted her with the comments. And I told her, first of all, people like you make videos, clickbait videos, where you want someone to comment. And when someone is commenting, and I'm not even that person who's calling you stupid, but you picked up my comment and now you're abusing me, you're calling me an omelette eater. For a vegetarian, if you tell that person that you eat meat, they will take it as an abuse. Trust me on that, and especially an animal lover like me. I'm crazy for animals. They're like my family. They've done so much for me. They've given me everything that I have today. So how can you call a person just because you got triggered by their energy? So even people get triggered by other people's energy. Energetically, you're walking on the street. You're just walking past by someone and they pick up a fight. They say, hey, you don't push me, don't do this, don't do that. And if you're going to sit and watch at that time, like get scared, that's wrong. This is the time you need to speak for yourself. This is the time you need to take a stand for yourself. So it all depends from one situation to another. It is all very situational. It is very contextual. You will learn, my friends, you will learn with time when to keep your mouth shut and when to become a badass warrior. Okay? So, it's a fashion nowadays to say, I love you, I miss you. But one little conflict or argument that hurts people's ego, they want to leave. It's lack of confidence, believe in their own love. A lot of people think that their relationship will never work out. So they walk away out of the fear of getting rejected. They know that the relationship will not work because there was no love in the first place. People have been confusing lust with love, and lust is not love. Lust is not love. Love means to fulfill your promises. Love means to commit. Love means to take a stand. Love means to be there for someone. In fact, love teaches us not to lie, not to make false promises, not to hurt someone, not to be in a position where you will also regret later on. Okay? So if you are also with somebody, you're dating someone, you're meeting someone, and that person is showing you interest, and you feel very strongly that even you want to know them better, you like their company, please don't give any wrong or false ideas to other people. Okay? And my recommendation or my suggestion to you, if you consider me to be your soul sister, your soul friend, your coach, a reader, a healer, whatever relationship you feel towards me, whatever connection you feel towards me, from that perspective, I'm going to tell you that take your time. Actions speak louder than words. Take your time with people. Don't just fall in love just like that. Don't be like those people who fall in love and each time they say it's my first love. It's probably the 100th time they're falling in love, probably the 50th time, but each time they say it's my first love. First time I'm falling in love. Okay, my friend, what about the last 20 times? No, but this one feels like the first time. Last 20 ones felt like the first time, but they were not the first time. This one definitely is the first time. Okay. So, this is what I had written, and by God's grace, the card was also like that. Now, I want you all to ask me anything you want, but it should be a yes and no question only. The answer should only be in yes and no. Ask me, I will answer. I'll just randomly pick up the name and I'll take out the card. Okay? So, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Shrishti, I just said ask a yes or no question. Anybody wants to ask a yes or no questions, I will pick up the card. Whatever the card says, I will give you that. Don't then complain, okay, why my answer is yes and no. If you don't believe it, it's okay. Take it like entertainment. Don't get too serious if you don't want to, but if you want to get serious, it's completely up to you, okay? But I will pick up randomly. I cannot answer so many people's questions. I will pick up randomly, okay? Okay, I will answer Ashwini's question because Ashwini is like a permanent member of my live sessions. So first, my eyes literally go onto his name. As soon as I see Ashwini Gautam, okay, I know he's in attendance. So I'll answer your question. Let's make a prayer to the masters and spirit guides and source. Let's get a bit serious now, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the benevolent extraterrestrial beings who watch over us. Thank you, masters, spirit guides, source. Thank you, Lord Sri Ram and Sita, for always being there for us, for doing so much that you're doing for every single person out here who's on the ascension journey, and even those who are not on ascension journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please release and reform. Please clear any and all negative entities, attachments, attacks, and implants so that we can all have a wonderful, positive, uplifting, solution-oriented, and honest session over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashwini Gautam, the card I picked for you is the Fool. So the answer to your question is yes. So, Soul the Sun. So we have Soul the Sun and Deepti Mohan. Soul the Sun and Deepti Mohan. Soul the Sun. Soul the Sun, the card that came for you is Page of Swords. And the question, whatever your question was, the answer is yes. Because, every time people chat, the chat window goes here and there. So I have to keep coming back. Soul the Sun, answer is yes. And then the next person that I asked for is Deepthi Mohan. I'm not going to read out the question, guys. I'm just going to give you the yes or no answer. I think your answer is also yes. Whatever you ask, the answer is yes. Then we have somebody has asked me a very funny question. Should I remain single? Oh my god, this is funny. योगेंद्र पौडेल, कहना क्या चाहते हो? पौडेल इंडियन है, नेपाली हैं आप? क्या कहना चाहते हैं? हम क्या कुछ सब कुछ कह चुके हैं हम, रोज ही कुछ ना कुछ कहते हैं. Should I remain single? Khalid. Okay, should I remain single? We want only one card. Yes, the answer is yes, Khalid. Next is let's pick out something nice. Tanu Arora has asked me, am I on the right path of ascension? I don't need the date of birth. That's the great part with intuition and tarot cards. I don't need the date of birth. In fact, I really want to mention this to you guys today. There's a priest who lives near my house. Like he works for a temple here. And he's like a young priest. I'm sharing a video also with him on my Hindi channel. So he comes to my house regularly for doing all the yagyas and havans that we do continuously. We do it on and off. We always, pray to God, and we have these ceremonies, small ceremonies. So we just did one ancestor prayer for my father and my ancestors. We do it every year, okay? And he was there to do this procedure. But few days back, now I had no idea, okay, what was happening in his life. Few days back, I saw him somewhere, and I had this very strong feeling inside my heart that his marriage will not work out. He's a priest, he's a pandit, he can check people's horoscopes, he can read for anyone, he's helping other people. But I looked at him, and this is all grace of God. This is all because of the masters and spirit guides that we people get these type of intuition. And I think it's also the chanting of Ram Nam that unlocks a lot of potentials in people. So I saw him, and I felt very strongly that his marriage will not work out. Now, he has not told me anything. I don't know him that well. He just comes to my house. We do the prayers. My mother is kind of always speaks very positively about him. So I was like, okay, whatever. I've spoken to him here and there. And he's been coming to my house for 6 years now. Okay. But that day I felt like telling him that, you know what, just be careful. So I walked up to him and I told him, and it's very weird. Somebody is getting married and you go and tell him that be careful, watch out. It's not an easy thing to say, right? So I was like, okay, can't help it. This honesty problem we have, we can't help it, right? All of you can't help it. We are too straightforward and too honest sometimes. So I walked up to him and I told him that, brother, just be careful. Be careful. I was very serious, okay? Now I'm finding it funny or laughing at it. But at that time I was very serious. So I seriously walked up to him and I told him that, you know what, just be careful of whatever step you're going to take before you get married. And he took it like a random advice, like how most people say, just be careful, check the bride's family, do this, do that. So he took it like that. He has no idea I do all these things on YouTube, or I'm an energy healer, or I'm a this, or he doesn't know anything. He just sees me as this girl whose family he goes to for ceremonies and processions. And I'm not that nice to him. Was not never so nice to him. I was just hi, hello, namaste ji, okay, thank you. Whatever he will say, put it in the fire. Even when I started my kitchen garden, he had come to do the blessing and the prayers. So I call him for everything, but I'm not close to him. So that day, I felt like telling him. And 3 days back, when he came to my house to do the ancestry puja, he started saying that my marriage didn't work out. And I was like, oh my God. He got married, and very recently only his marriage broke off because of the similar situation. So he was saying something very interesting to me, that I'm checking everybody's horoscope. I'm matching for people that you should get married to this person and you should get married to that. But it is such a, you can say, destiny or something, that his mother does not remember his time of birth. He remembers the location, she remembers the location, he was born in the village, he knows the date, but without the timing, you cannot create a horoscope. So the person who's creating everybody's horoscope cannot create his own horoscope. That's destiny. And as a child, he is also from a farming background or whatever, he could do different things, but he had this strong need to study this stuff. Even to study, to be a priest also, in India, you can study and you can get a degree. There are some courses like that. But it's only in places like, very religious places, like Vrindavan, where you can go to a Gurukul. And I think even that is starting now. The awareness is starting now. When I was looking for these kind of things and I wanted to study it, there was nothing. I could not find anything. In fact, everybody was making fun of me, like, you want to study this? Or you want to go to a college? There's no college for this. You got to study it on your own. And technically, yes, there is no college for twin flames. There is no college for star seeds. There is no college for light workers. So at the end of the day, I had to do self-study, but it was the chant of Ram that helped me the most. So when I told this priest that I did tell you to be careful, because I got a very strong energy, very strong feeling for you that your marriage will come with some problems. So he's like, yes, that happened. That happened. And then I started showing him, okay, I have a YouTube channel also. I have written a book. And, we talked about Ramayana and Mahabharata. This is the first time I talked to him after 6 years of he coming to my house and blessing my house. So technically, time is very important factor. After 5 years, 6 years, you don't know who you will bond with, who you will connect with. So don't make decisions in haste. And don't listen to the whole world who tells you, time is running out. Time is running out. You're 30 now. Get married, have babies. Don't listen to them. They have suffered and they want everyone else to suffer just like them. That's why they want you to get married and settle down and do the same things that they have done. People derive a sadistic pleasure by seeing other people going through the same pain that they have gone through. And it's crazy. I still remember there was some auntie, some lady, she had come to me for tarot card reading. And for 1 hour, she kept on telling me, my goodness, I was also getting bored. My husband is like this, my marriage is like this, my life sucks, my children are like this, nothing is nice. Before my marriage, I was so happy. I used to do this, I used to do that. I was a free bird, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm nothing. I just have to keep cooking food for everyone. She went on and on and on. 1.5 hours gone by. And I'm telling her, I've already given you the advice. And majorly, she was there for predictions. And again, by grace of God, by grace of masters, spirit guides, all the predictions have come through in the course of time. I told her it will take time. It will take 1 year, this will take 1 year, this will take 2 years. How am I getting this knowledge or this information? Sorry, type of person I have been, sorry, it's not possible. It's only because of them. It's only because of them. I don't have any special abilities in me. If I look at my lifestyle, what I used to be, how stupid I was, how I used to go after all the people, how I used to try to fit in with the society, how I tried to make friends who would like me, how I got betrayed, my eating habits, my sleeping habits, drinking habits, nothing was good. Nothing was pure or anything. But it is because of their touch because of their love, organically, things started shifting and changing and happening like that. That is the power of Ram Nam, and that is the power of your masters. If you, I'm saying just surrender to the masters, even that will change your life. Wholeheartedly. Not like, okay, 50% just because someone is saying. So, as I was saying, time is a very important factor and you need to give it time. Don't listen to people who are scaring you. The same lady who's telling me that my married life is horrible, my husband is horrible, my children are this, nobody's nice to me, everybody, I'm just a servant, blah, blah, blah. After the reading is over, she says, Beta, you should get married now. You should also find someone and get married. And I was like, wow, I must clap for you. Great. You are telling me from last 1.5 hours how much hell your life has become after marriage. You're telling me, you come up to me for a reading, and after telling me all these stories, you're telling me that it's my time also to get married. I was like, why you want me to go through what you're going through? But I have seen a lot of intelligent men and women who are also my friends. They are married, they have children. A lot of them, the intelligent ones especially, the honest ones, have told me, don't do it. It will happen on its own. When your time is due, it will happen. And many people have told me it's like an out-of-body experience. Because when you were born, when you were sent to planet Earth, your time of birth, your date of birth, your place of birth was pre-decided, your death date was pre-decided, and who you'll get married to was also decided. Even for those people who have more than one marriage, even for those people who go through divorces, and even for those people who will never get married in this lifetime, even that is predestined and pre-written. And being a householder, every single person, whether you're married, whether you're unmarried, whether you're single, whether you're in commitment, every single one, every single person has absolute potential of being on the twin flame ascension journey. Your marriage and your engagement and your romantic liaisons and affairs have got nothing to do with your twin flame ascension journey. Because when it starts, you can't stop it. That's the thing, okay? So, let's go back now to Tanu Arora. I don't need the time of birth for this particular reading, but there's another reading I do which is called Twin Flame Astrology reading. For that I need the date of birth, only because I want to check what yoni, what energy you're born in. So Tanu, let's see if you're on the right path or not. As per my intuitive reading, it's a yes, and as per tarot also it's a yes. So Tanu, you're on the right path. I'll pick up Isha Ji. Will I be able to create an animal shelter in this lifetime? Very beautiful question. Okay, one more thing I'm telling you. I don't know how many of you will catch it today, how many of you are destined and meant to catch it today. But if you want to get into union, the fastest shortcut is via animals. Here it is. I am giving it to you. In future, many more people should talk about it, and I hope they do. But if you want to connect with divine, you want to connect with source, you want to find true love, you can easily find it via the animal kingdom. And this is the reason why, if you look at all the pictures of Hindu gods and goddesses, every single god and Hindu goddess, every single Sanatan god and goddess, they have an animal companion. Somebody has a peacock. Somebody has a mushak, which is called mouse. Somebody has a hans, swan. Somebody has a monkey. Somebody has ox. Imagine having an ox as a pet companion. Somebody has a tiger, a lion. Somebody is with the dogs, somebody is with the cats. In the Egyptian, if you look at Egyptian gods and goddesses, they have the cats. Every single, believe it or not, it's my research of a lifetime, every single god and goddess, the genuine ones, will always be seen with an animal companion. Even with Jesus Christ, they were sheep. And he used to tell people, be like the sheep if you want to be with God. Just follow God like a sheep follows the shepherd. Why? They always hang out with animals. Lord Shiva has a snake 24/7 and the Nandi bull, not the ox, sorry, the bull. Lord Sri Ram, what should I say about Lord Sri Ram? His whole army was made of monkeys, bears, we call them reech, bhalu, and Garud. Garud means the eagle. So you have all the birds, the mighty birds. Even the squirrels were helping him in the work of his army. That's why we connect with Lord Sri Ram, because his whole army, his closest friend is Hanuman. He's half animal. Ganesh is half animal. 4 avatars of Vishnu are in animal form. So how can you not? And imagine these stupid English people, they taught us to have sausages, eggs, ham, salami, this, that, all non-veg food right early in the morning. They want us to start our day with some demonic activity so that they can use our body for their work, that we can become good vessels for them. So be careful what you eat, because you might be eating the wrong things or the wrong beings. They could be taking you down in your ascension journey. You may be thinking, I'm doing chanting, I'm doing meditation, I'm doing all good deeds, but I'm still not ascending. Why? Because you're still eating meat, because you're still eating eggs, because you're still drinking alcohol. If you're going to drink alcohol, you cannot ascend. And I think I am the right person today to talk about this to you guys, because I've been there, done that, and what you see in front of you is a different person. I don't even know who I was 15 years back or 10 years back. I cannot relate to that person. I cannot. Maybe, since 2008 and 9, I can say, I was shifting. But before that, and my childhood. But there are certain versions of me, certain parts of me, especially this meat eater part of me. This going out with the world, going to parties, clubbing. I cannot even relate to that girl. I don't know who that girl was. It was me. I think it was really me. I was like this. So if I can talk like this, why can't you be in that position where you turn around, look at your old self, older version of yourself, the one that was stuck in the limbo state. Look at that girl, look at that boy, look at that man or a woman that you were. Are you able to relate to that person now? You may not be able to if you have shifted and if you have ascended. Valmiki was a dacoit. He was Ratnakar, Daku, scary person, looting people, killing people. I don't know about the killing part, but definitely I know he looted many people, and he was a terror. He was a terror. People would not cross from that forest out of his fear. And he became Valmiki, the person who wrote Ramayana. He is not the creator of Ramayana. Creator of Ramayana, the first person who narrated Ramayana was Shiva. Shiva is the actual original narrator of Ramayana, as much as I know. Like in the downloads I've received, it is Shiva. And Shiva is a huge Ram Bhakt, because he's been chanting the sound Ram even before, many, many years before Ram was even born. Okay, so that person, a dacoit, person who cannot read or write, is now writing the biggest Mahakavya, Ramayana. What changed him? It's the chanting that changed him. I will go in deep details. And I'm telling you, if you cannot chant, listen to Ramayana every day. A lot of things will shift for you. Next person's question is Isha ji. Oh yeah, Isha ji. Where is Ishari's question? Yes, birds also. Birds, it's all the same. Birds, animals, they all fall in the same kingdom, like typically for divinity. So, Isha, your answer is uh, intuitively, I feel it's a yes, intuitively. Okay. And card also says most likely yes. Most likely yes. So, please think about how you can make it happen. It's a beautiful mission to be in. And I cannot open a shelter because I have a lot of work to do. But I take care of a number of animals every day, again, by God's grace. I could not even afford a broken second hand bicycle. I was in that situation. Obviously, I left the fancy job. Obviously, I left the fancy life. I don't want to go back to that, rat race or rut. So I did not have whatever. I did not know what to do. But every time I needed money to go out, to heal myself, to work on myself for research, for backpacking, I don't know how, something would always happen that I would get money. And then when my lesson was complete, I would be broke again. So it was also very difficult for me. Today I am feeding, by God's grace, more than 150 dogs every day. We feed them twice. I have 2 places of my own. I have a kitchen garden, where I also help animals. Like, it was raining last 3-4 days and 2 operated animals, MCD just dropped them outside. They have the stitches, they have the wound, you can get the maggots. I told my employee, please pick up those babies and we have a place for them. It may not be a big fancy place, but we have a place for them. We'll keep them. So you think, who is doing this? Who is doing this? God is doing this. Source is doing this. Master is doing this. They could not see my pain. They could not see me in tears. So they gave me some animals to take care of. They said, okay, this girl, she needs to know what true love is. She'll find out true love is. What true love is. She'll take care of the puppies. I was taking care of those puppies since day one, when they were 1 year old. Some of them. A lot of puppies, I've met them when they're this small. Now they're very big dogs. Very big dogs, very cute, very loving. But I saw them when they were little babies, when I found them. And there were times when I did not have enough money. Like, there was one dog, I had to get him adopted because at that time I was not able to build up so many resources, My practice was still not that strong. So I had to practice a lot. I had to chant. I had to surrender. I had to believe in masters. Masters would just tell me, believe. It will happen. And it did happen. So today, the girl who could not buy a broken second-hand bicycle, today she's feeding so many animals every day. She can rescue animals. I can get their medication done. I have not opened a shelter because I feel that it's better to do it like this. It's far better to do it like this. We earn the money. I earn the money. I work hard every day. You guys can see it. And I want God to make me capable enough that I can work hard. I want all of this to happen to every single person who's on a mission. And that's why I keep sharing my story. There was a time I used to be a little uncomfortable talking about myself. I still am because I'm very private. But I'm sharing these stories with you guys so that you guys can think, if such a person can do it, then anyone can do it. So, Isha, answer from the card is yes. Intuitively also it's a yes. But you also need to relax yourself a bit. You got to take some rest in between. I think your problem is what you're not able to hold on to, but I'll tell you right now what I'm getting is that when you spend too much time with people, with human beings, you get very drained. If I'm right, just type yes. You get very drained when you're around humans, but when you're with animals, you get energized. So when you're spending too much time with humans, listening to them, because they're all programmed humans, most of them are programmed. When you listen to them, when you hear them, you listen to their subliminal messages, body language, all of the way people are communicating, you don't like it. So you don't have to start from a shelter right away. You can just take care of the street animals, or maybe you already are. Just feed them. What these street animals also need because they love the streets, they love the parks, they love the open spaces, they run around, they jump around, they also have friends, they also have family members. We should not just adopt them because we want to adopt them. But if you are giving them food every day, medicines every day, treatment on time, sterilization, operation, and in situations like this, when it's raining or when it's not so nice, you can provide them with help, with love, with care. Even just by your presence, they will be happy. Just by your presence. And earn money and spend on good things. Don't be the billionaire or this, that. We don't need all that. And once you start, trust me, with me also it was the same thing. First I was rescuing animals, 1, 2, here, there. Then I moved on to feeding them. I would feed one dog, but this one dog would tell all his friends that, hey, there's a girl, she's got food, come over. Next day there would be 3 of them. Next time there would be 6 of them. And I'm like, oh God, now I need to buy food for all these kids. So from 1, 2, 4, 10, 20, 50, 80, 90, 100, today it's more than 150. And who is doing this? Source is doing this. Who is doing it? Masters is doing it. And all the people who get readings from me, counseling from me, you don't even know, but you're actually contributing to them, for them. I can also ask for donations, and I can also do 100 other things, open an NGO, do this or that. But my job is not only limited to one area of life. Neither is yours. You need to take care of your food. You need to take care of your health. You need to take care of your fitness. I see a lot of animal lovers. They have a lot of physical problems. Somebody is having backache. Somebody is having neck pain. Somebody is having stomach issues. Why? Because they are not taking care of their health and fitness, and a lot of them have not totally surrendered to source. They start the mission is going good, they are great. I'm sure God is very, very proud of them, very, very proud of these people. But sometimes they take too much on them, they feel that I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and it can become very tiring. If you're feeling very tired with your work, if you're not enjoying, if you're not active, and I'm saying this for all people like Isha. If someone else is not interested in listening to this, it's okay. I don't have a problem. One day or the other, sooner or later, you will realize this was also meant for you. Okay? So to Isha, I'm saying start small, start whatever you're doing, continue to do it. Have faith in source, ask them for the help, chant Ram Nam every day, religiously. And you will see some things will change. Miracles will happen. You were not expecting something will happen like that. So God will take care of you. They will take care of your food, your bills, your kids. Because I know, being an animal lover, a feeder, I know how important it is for me that all of them are happy. Okay? Yes, there are bad things happening. There are people who are demonic people. The worst business in the meat industry or in the animal cruelty world is making leather. And trust me, if you have leather in your house, I know I was doing reading for someone and I was having a lot of pain in my stomach. It was excruciating pain. And I don't know why I have a feeling that there was some leather material around them. Leather is a big no-no for ascensioners. Biggest no. Because the leather is made by skinning an animal alive. The fur coats, the leather, buy the fake leather, buy the Rexine leather, or nowadays there are so many vegan options. That's okay. But don't use these products. You will not be able to ascend, and you will not be happy. You'll feel very heavy energy. You'll have headaches. You'll have problems if you are actually a star seed or a twin flame. Okay. Next person is the man, Kristen Suarez. Yes, I want to do Annadan and animal rescue type thingy. Are you from India? Please tell me where you're from. Please comment and tell me where you're from. Okay. See, people in the West, people in the abroad, they say Namaste. They talk about Annadan. They are studying metaphysics with me. They are wanting to know Ramayana and Mahabharata. And Indian people are acting like it's not a cool thing. That's the thing that makes me sad. I'm not saying change your clothes. Look, when I was a girl, little girl, my parents sent me to English medium school. They gave me the English education. I'm wearing English clothes. I'm talking in English. I can talk English. I can walk English. I can eat in English. So it's not my fault, okay? But even though it feels like a curse sometimes, God has made it turn into a boon. Today, I'm talking to a lot of people who are in the whole world. Globally, I'm spreading the message of Ram Nam. I'm able to talk about Ram and Sita. I'm talking about Ramayan. I'm talking about energy. I'm talking about psychic abilities. I'm talking about these things. I'm talking about animal. Only because I was taught in English medium schools. My grandfather was a double master's in English. He made me an assistant. He was writing a book. He could not finish that book, but I became a writer instead. So I was his assistant at the age of 4 and 5. I used to translate for him from Hindi to English. And he was bad in Hindi because he used to write in Urdu. At that time in India, I think people were writing Urdu. And my grandfather obviously was very old at that time. So my friends, we can wear whatever. That's the beauty of Sanatan Dharam and Ram Nam. You don't have to change your religion. You don't have to get baptized. You can wear whatever you're wearing. You can look whatever way you want. You can be a cool person. You can color your hair. You can put nail polish. You can do whatever you want. Trust me. And for men also. You can be feminine. You can have long hair. You can dance. You can sing. You can be a hippie. You can do whatever you want. There is no restriction in this religion. Or I don't even like to use the word religion because it's a science. It's a science. Okay. But you can still do it. You can still do it. Even if as a Hindu, as a Sanatani, you follow some other god. Like Meera used to pray to Sri Krishna. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up soon. Meera used to pray to Sri Krishna. But she was having a lot of problems in her house. She was also in the Twinflame ascension journey. And she was born in the dark age. She was a saint, but she was born in the dark age. The condition of woman was not very good, and toxic femininity was on the rise, and her husband was not supporting her. On the contrary, he was jealous that she loves Krishna, a god, an idol, but not me. So he did not like it. He was always against her, and she was a vegetarian, and they were eating non-veg. On the first day of her marriage, they asked her to cook meat, and she refused. She said, no, I will not cook meat, no matter what. I will cook only vegetarian food. You want to eat that, eat it, otherwise, okay. First day she revolted, first day of her marriage. That's Meera for you. She used to chant, she used to pray to Krishna, but she was going through a lot. And then one guru initiated her with Ram Nam. She started chanting Ram Nam. And there's a song also. Payo ji maine राम रतन धन पायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. And Meera she also used to sing the song मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरो ना कोई जाके सर मोर मुकुट मेरो पति सोई मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरो ना कोई. She was calling Krishna her husband. And my dear friends, Sunamoon here, I actually got married to Sri Krishna in 2016. I got married to Sri Krishna in a proper ceremony. So yes, I am also Krishna's, one of his wives. So she thinks Krishna is her beloved. She doesn't look at Krishna as God. She looks at him as her beloved, her lover. She's in love with Krishna, okay? But she's facing so many problems. She starts chanting Ram Nam and her life changes. Her husband throws her out. She says, okay. She sings and dances in the streets. She's a queen and she's singing and dancing in the streets. She's hanging out. She's living her life. Now she's enjoying. Finally, because she got Ram Nam. And after Ram Nam, no problem, nothing looks like a problem. You get the capacity, you get the tolerance, power, you get whatever you want to call it, strength to face the challenges. So she was facing the challenges. Eventually her husband also came back to her. He also apologized to her. He said, sorry, I'm so sorry I did this to you. Please, let's go back to the palace now. Things started shifting for her. But the problems never ended. At the end of her story, she was given 1 cup of poison. 1 big cup. I'm getting goosebumps when I'm saying this. She was given 1 big cup of poison to drink in front of the whole crowd. And the poison was given to her by her brother-in-law. In Hindi, we call him Jait, husband's elder brother. Husband's elder brother. He was the king. Because she was a rebellion, because as a woman, she was doing all the things that women could not do at that time. So they gave her 1 big cup of poison to be killed by drinking poison in front of the whole world. The queen herself is going through that. And she did it for all the women in the coming time. She drank the cup of poison and the poison didn't have any effect on her. Nothing happened to her. She drank the whole cup and she threw the bowl on the floor. Nothing happened to her. Her husband could no longer look at her because the glow, the light from her was so strong. It was so illuminating that he could not even see properly at her because the light was blinding him. That's the power of Ram Nam. So you don't have to even leave your beloved God. You don't have to leave your beloved God. If you pray to goddess, pray to goddess. If you pray to your master, pray to your master. You pray to Krishna, Radha, Jesus, anyone, you can continue, Buddha. But chanting Ram Nam along with it will strengthen your ascension process. I will tell you about the love story of Shiva and Parvati very soon. I will do another session and I'll talk about it. Wait for it. Khalid Oest or Osset has written, it's Osset has written, Ami tumake bhalobhashi. Thank you. Same to you. Yes, now we need women as last Vishnu avatar. Okay, Deepthi, I am telling you, it's not a joke, but in the ascension, now we are in the time of ascension, now it will be the women only. They will lead. When we are in the descending times, it is the men who lead. Vishnu takes the avatar and her counterpart Lakshmi has to be the support system, the supporter. Like Ram was supported by Sita, Shiva was supported by Parvati, Krishna was supported by Radha. Now it will turn around, it will shift, it will change. Now it will be the women in the lead, in the dominating position, in the commanding position, and the husband will be the support, or the husband, boyfriend, lover, whosoever, it doesn't matter. They will be, the men will be supporting the women now. So yes, I think Deepthi, you got a good download there. Amazing, brilliant. Now I'm looking for the questions. Different name, one source. Very good. You know, and now you guys need to also accept that you're very spiritual by nature, all of you. It's a very cool thing to be spiritual. I know people are telling it's not cool to be spiritual, but it's the coolest thing on the planet to be a spiritual person. Okay, forget about all the three-dimensional people. They are living in another reality. The man, Christian Suarez, are you from India? You're a great bhakt. I want to be the greatest. I mean, I have no competition, but I tell, like, it's my prayer to make me the most loyal devotee. Loyal, strong. Problems should not be able to, move us from our path. Who was the twin of Meera? I think the twin of Meera was her husband only. Ranaji was her twin. According to what I know, my research tells me that. Because twin flame, sometimes there are catalyst twin flames also. Sometimes there are catalyst masculines also. Like Radha and Krishna never got married, but we say they are twin flame guru. It is different to be a twin flame guru, and it is different to be a twin flame, because you are not really in the twin flame journey till the time you don't start your ascension process. That's why we say twin flames separately and twin flame ascension journey or twin flame journey is different. Somebody can be a catalyst. Like you might have had 10 affairs and none of the person put you through or made you do inner work. But then you meet one person, somebody, and you cannot forget that person. You're obsessed by that person. You're acting weird. You yourself know that you're acting weird, but you can't help it. And that itself will let you, because usually when twin flames leave, when the runners go, they leave the chaser with a very dark feeling about themselves. They make the chaser feel very sick. Like you're sick, you're disgusting, you're not worthy of my love, you're not worthy of me. This is the main trigger point. This is the main reason why a lot of people start doing inner work, because they are feeling so bad. Okay, I had other relationships, I ended them, it worked out fine, I moved on. But how come with this person, I'm constantly feeling that I did something wrong, that I'm the wrong person, that I'm the bad person? Why am I feeling that? That question shakes them from within. They want to know what is wrong with me. Why am I not worthy of love? Why is somebody running away from me? What have I done to this person? So sometimes it can be a catalyst. Sometimes it can be the twin. There is no hard and fast rule. But it is always triggered by some situation. And obviously Radha and Krishna, Ram and Sita, Shiva, Shakti, we cannot compare ourselves with them. Come on, they were born that way. We were also born that way. Trust me, we were also born that way, but we got very deeply and very badly programmed. And maybe as a volunteer, we chose it. So be proud of your life. Be very proud of whatever you're doing. Be very thankful that God chose me to be a volunteer. Because see, when you're suffering, when you're miserable, you don't know anything. But when you're in the other side, then you know that all this suffering and misery was for my good. It was for my good, you know. It was the best thing that happened to me. So somebody can be a catalyst, and this is the reason, another reason why when the runners come back, now the chasers don't want to accept them, and now the runner becomes the chaser and the chaser becomes the runner. Even that dynamic happens, right? Because now the person who was chasing, now they got a lesson. Now they understood, okay, I was obsessing and I was running. The other person who's constantly getting fed by their energy, now they're not getting their energy. Now they're looking for their energy. So they go back to them. But the chaser is advanced and they are like, no, I cannot accept you. I don't feel romantically for you. I'm sorry. Please, you can go. I know we had this relationship, that relationship, but you also left me for 6-7 months. Sometimes it is also triggered by karmic. Say the chaser is karmic, even soulmate. Say the chaser is sad and pain. They've had enough. They've cried for 6 months, 7 months. Now they can't cry anymore. They meet someone nice. They start dating that person. They forget about the runner, yeah. And the runner's suddenly looking at them on social media, dating other people, or if not dating, then they're very happy. So the runner sees this person is very happy. This person is very accomplished. This person is doing great things in life. And I thought that they're idiots. This person would be an idiot. He's a fool. But now this fool is doing amazing things in life. Oh my God, what is wrong? Now they want to go back to this person. But now the chaser is like, you left me at that time. You thought that I'm nothing. You left me. Now I don't want you. So it's now their turn to do inner work. So sometimes you go through so many cycles of running and chasing, forgiving, letting go. Everybody's case is different. I have seen twin flames who are in marriage with each other. They're married to each other, but the marriage is not working out because of whatever XYZ reason. I've seen, co-workers being twin flames. I've seen people in professional relationship being in twin flame journey. They are both married or they are both committed or they have a good life, but because they have such a great work relationship with someone, it's literally like they're family for each other. But one fine day something happens, a betrayal or something happens that they go away and they cannot forget each other. They are missing each other like hell. It's not even romantic in nature, but they feel so much love for a person. And going away from that person, whosoever is convincing, chasing, explaining, say this person gets the knowledge, they realize that if I'm honest, if I'm truthful, I don't need to convince my friend, my co-partner, business, whatever they were doing with this person. Maybe someone came in, they said something bad, they bad mouth, they got them separated. What can we do? But the chaser realizes that I don't need to convince anyone if I'm true. If I'm honest, if I'm sincere, if I'm the good person, if I'm the good guy or good girl here, I don't need to convince. 3 years later, the other person who was running away finds out that the one who was literally manipulating their partnership or their business for their own profit was the false person, was the wrong person. And they come back, and there's forgiveness on both sides. So there are different cases, my friends. It's not only limited to girlfriend boyfriend situation. Please let me tell you that. I cannot be Meera, but now my battery is dying. So I'm going to close this session here. I'll see you soon in another one. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.